Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Poultryizer, and this is Merps, and
This is ADWCTA. I am now the disembodied voice taking over Merps' place for the next 5 minutes.
yeah, and tonight we have a special co-host, Shokunin. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hello, everyone. I am Shokunin. If you want to call me Chris, that is fine as well. I don't think I've ever streamed anything before, so being called Shokunin is a bit weird.
I know. All
With that
right.
said,
Oh, okay,
basically,
Merps.
I
Hold on.
was.
Sorry, Merps. You have to keep the thing open in your background. The Google Hangouts open in the background, or else Chris's face, Shokun's face, is not gonna be moving.
It is open in the background. Is it not showing?
Oh, that's so weird. See, I never watch the stream, so I don't realize this is like 30 seconds delayed.
Yes, it is. It is quite delayed. But okay, so because we are not playing the Arena Coupe, and this is the Poultryizer, anything goes. It's a crazy, crazy stream. So today, you can see the deck list on the left. ADWCTA and I started playing this deck. It's pretty sick yesterday, and we've been working on some other stuff, so we haven't had time to finish. So we're going to finish this on stream with a much better substitute. Nothing against ADWCTA. He's just, he doesn't have the mouse anymore, and now I'm power hungry. So feeling pretty good. But the point of the Poultryizer is definitely to test out some new cards and to just kind of experiment. And I think this is a very good deck to do it with. It's definitely a good tempo rogue deck, and it has 4 Goblin Auto Barbers, which is a card that I've always been really interested in. It's definitely valuable, but not really sure how valuable, and it might be a little bit awkward. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And Tinker's Sharp Sword Oil, which ADWCTA and I actually debated quite a lot. Um, if you play on turn 4, it's strictly a worse True Silver champion, but the combo is actually not that bad, and we're going to see how it works out, especially if you have a board in play. So first, I just want to thank Chris again for joining me. He's going to help me kind of catch some mistakes that I'll inevitably make.
Qualifier tried to help you.
And this is my first time streaming too, so we'll just be bumbling around and trying not to embarrass ourselves too much. So, yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so Chris, how'd you get into Hearthstone? Tell us a little about yourself.
Um, let's see. A while back, I was looking on the Blizzard site after Heart of the Swarm. I just played the single player, didn't really have the dexterity, let's say, for high level StarCraft play. But a friend told me about Hearthstone, and I was
Hmm.
like, well, that sounds interesting. I used to play Magic a while back, and I was like, ooh, a card game online that I don't actually have to walk out of my room for, let's say. That sounds interesting. Let's give that a go. I did not actually get an invite for quite a while. So everyone had a good bit of a head start on me in terms of constructed.
I see.
Um,
Oh, sorry, I'm
so
gonna cut
yeah, no worries.
1 second. Agree with the choices. I'm just gonna run everything by you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sounds
Okay,
good.
nice,
Yeah,
nice. Continue on. Sorry about that.
not a problem. We do have to provide some commentary in the game. Can't just be talking about myself the whole time. Um, so because of that, and I didn't really have a lot of the cards, and I was so far behind for the ranked play, that kind of just drew me to the drafting arena side of it.
Hmm.
Also within Magic, I didn't really play a lot of constructed either. I just go to like Friday Night Magic and play drafts with my friends, and I always really enjoyed that. So it was a kind of smooth transition from that over to the arena side of Hearthstone as well.
Nice. Okay, so right now we can do Stone Splinter Trog. So he can basically not do too much here. We're just gonna put down the Trog for in order to
Sounds good
be
for me.
mana efficient here. So this is a pretty bad start. With this deck, we have a lot of early game. We're not exactly getting the early game that we want, but this is
Yeah.
fine. So with this, we're able to actually uh, dagger up, kill this thing off, and zombie chow at the same time.
Sounds
which
good to me.
I think is pretty good. So the other option is to drop the Razor Fen. He can heal it back up. There's
That's my
something,
concern. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's something to be said about that, but then again, let's just kill this thing off.
Agreed.
All right. So turn four. We've shown the zombie chow, and we could just panda it back for the old rope-a-dope. Okay. Well, we could prevent that.
We could draw an auto barber or some two drop to activate the eviscerate, but that didn't happen, unfortunately.
That did not happen. So I'm fine going to the face and just dropping the Brewmaster. He can't kill it off. I think it's the
I
best
agree.
move.
Yep.
Okay. So, Chris, let me just ask you, just basic impressions after GVG. How have you found the arena? Any changes? Any class you like or dislike?
Um, Actually haven't been offered the option to play all the classes yet,
Oh,
namely Warlock and Hunter. Um, as for changes, Velen's Chosen is a really good card. um,
very
in
good
terms
card.
of, let's see, let's talk about, I guess, the play here first, and I'll answer the rest after.
Yeah, okay, so we could do Razor Fen Eviscerate. Um,
I agree with that. I think
yeah, oh, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say we really don't want him healing that out of range of the abyss and just other nasty things that can happen later. I think.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm even more concerned with, for example, if we throw out the Drake, he could actually choose not to heal it, bump it, and then just beef up
And
something
buff
to.
something else. Yep.
Yeah, and this Assassinate, it's the only one we have in the deck, so we don't want to waste it on his first turn five play. So let's just do this.
Yep.
Don't mess with us.
Just to continue on the thought of my initial impressions of
Yeah,
GVG,
yeah, definitely. I'm gonna interrupt you a lot and just
that is
power through,
okay.
power through.
Absolutely. Um, for the initial kind of day or two,
Hmm.
I found that runs were quite easy,
Definitely.
even with kind of subpar decks. And I guess that was just all the population of players getting their free arena run, maybe non-arena players joining in as well.
Hmm.
Um, as of the last, I would say, day or two, I found that the drafting part has been a bit lackluster for me. It might just be kind of a small sample size.
Hmm.
Um, but let's talk about this play first, actually.
Yeah, so this is a pretty interesting play. We could do quite a few things here. One of the options is actually to just Drake Chow and then everything into here. Um, let's see. And then it kind of sets up for
For Barber Tinker,
for
we only have one charge on the weapon right now, though.
we only have one charge on the weapon, and if we want to Drake do that, I kind of like getting the Drake out there. It gives us an option. Our hand is pretty it's not flexible. It's just not flexible.
Hmm.
Um, let's just Drake.
I agree.
Okay, that gives us something to play. We're gonna kill this off and drop the Chow.
Yep. Continue with the plan. I will follow the ADWCTA rule of no talking during the rope.
I think that's just general good strategy.
I agree.
All right. Anyway, sorry to cut you off for like the sixth time in a row. If you
That is
have,
okay. I'm also like I'm catching myself noticing that it's our turn again, and I need to stop talking and talk about the
it's
play
like, oh,
as
we
well.
have.
So by all means, cut me off. Um,
Oh, that's cute.
so where were we? Oh yeah. So within the last, I guess, 4 to 5 drafts that I've had, I've noticed that it's just been a lot harder to get the late game that I want and the early game that I want.
Hmm.
But I'll go into that a bit more after this. Let's see here.
Let's see. We could. If he heals that up. So
The thought that comes to me initially is tap Barber, trade with our weapon and the zombie, and then drop Spider Tank. But then he's going into turn 7 with us just having a Spider Tank on board, which doesn't seem very good.
yeah, so the play I was actually thinking about is this zombie chow is lost, and it's fine. I mean, you drop a zombie chow turn 6, and it's the only thing on the board. You expect it to get eaten up. We drop the piloted shredder, the spider tank, go to the face. That allows us next turn to weapon up Barber, Tinker's sharp sword, and that's pretty strong
Yeah, I like
for
that.
turn 8. Yeah,
Hmm.
and we lose the zombie chow. It happens. We have a sprint somewhere in here.
It's not a big deal. It forces him to heal it out of the Spider Tank range, and if he wants to spend 2 of his 7 on that, I'm okay with that because we can, again, Barber and Tinker with that later.
Definitely, definitely.
The Palace of Wisdom says 10 minutes already 4-0. That would be the dream, but this was a deck that we are continuing from.
Oh, come on.
This happened to me before, and
So
I
silly.
guess it just repeated, although with less bad consequences on my end.
That's hilarious. Oh man. All right. Well, he only has 3 mana left. Let's see what he wants to do. So that was just a really efficient clear for him, and that's
Yeah.
cool.
It's nice that he doesn't get to heal up his injured here.
Yes. Let's see.
So tap
This-
Barber and Tinker gets us how much damage on the weapon there? That's 2
I don't
plus
think
5.
we don't need it right now. I think so. Our original play was
Yeah.
Dagger, Barber, and Tinkers, right?
With
But
the Sunwalker, it is a really good play right now because he doesn't need the ping and he doesn't even have a 5 attack.
exactly. So we
thing.
Sunwalker,
So I like that.
tap, boom, boom, kill off the injured, and he's left with a 4/4 against this guy, and he's gonna have to pull
Absolutely.
something out to kill this thing
Yep.
off. Then we always have this
Sounds
this
good.
next turn. Yep.
Truth is my shield.
So that's good, and I like that we're keeping this assassinate kind of. We haven't had to rely on it yet.
Mhm.
I don't see a situation next turn where we have to use the assassinate, because this is just
I
gonna
see
be
Force Tanks Max coming.
Force tank max will definitely warrant an assassinate, most definitely. And after that, we can kind of do some like auto barber, re-weapon auto barber stuff in addition
Yep.
to it. So that'd be good. And then saving the Tinker Sharp Sword oil for the next turn, and hopefully we can just establish the board, draw that sprint, and just kind of end the game that way.
Would be nice.
Oh man, I'm looking at the chat. ADWCTA is talking about my personal training days and how he was my first client. He wasn't just my first client, he was my worst client, like by far. It was like, it's like if you are a rock climber and you choose to climb Mount Everest first. It's like that bad. All right, what have you got up your sleeve?
I don't know, he needs like a smite or like an abusive or I guess just trading for the shield, okay.
Okay, so we don't even need that. So I'm actually going to this is perfect. So we don't need Tinker Sharp Sword oil yet.
Definitely not. Yep,
And
just-
that, yeah, that goes a little bit all in too. So I'm just going to dagger, barber, this, hit, hit. Agree?
agree.
Okay, sounds great. Good. We have a
Board.
nice board against the priest. You always want to make sure you clear. Give him no options to heal. Yes, I like this. I like how ADWCTA is talking in the chat, but he has no voice here, and he doesn't have the mouse. It's pretty perfect. It's pretty good. Decisions are made by this guy right
So I
here.
remember yesterday night in the chat, someone had mentioned that you, Merps, sound a little bit more credible now that you had a on-screen presence. I wonder if the reverse is also true in the sense that ADWCTA is now perhaps even more or less credible now that he does not have an online presence.
He lost his credibility a long time ago. Come on. You should know better than
I
that.
should, but I haven't been watching you guys that long, so
Oh,
I'll have to go back to the archives.
man. This is some pretty good stuff.
Yep.
There's no reason to do anything else.
No, I agree.
No, we're good. We're good. We got 4 attack minions. He could mind control here, which is
Wait,
kind of
I was just about to say,
no. I
before
mean,
you went into it, I was going to say attack, face, and re-weapon.
no. Yes, just the BM before lethal.
I'm quite comfortable with the 4 attack minions out here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a getting assassinated.
Yeah.
You devote 2 cards to that, I will take that. Why is this game so slow? Oh, did he not end his turn yet? Is he not done?
From what I see, he has not ended his turn yet.
Okay, I
Now he
thought that I might have okay, so these 2 are definitely going in.
I think we save the auto barber for a combo with the sharp.
Yeah,
in the
we
future.
definitely do. So we don't need to do anything right now. We're good. Let's force him to
I
do
think we're
something.
fine.
Yeah,
Force
we're
him to
fine.
deal with these guys. He hasn't shown any capability to do so far. So.
Yep. We basically have 4.5 cards against his. Okay, well, I'm taking that.
Trogzor. Trogzor.
Oh, hello there.
Okay.
So actually, I'm just gonna auto barber first, so I can kill off the
Yeah.
3/5 with my face. To
That
kind
sounds
of
good to me.
yeah, to kind of just use up this weapon.
Here we go.
Okay, 4/6.
Shakes is asking, is that lethal? I did calculate it exactly. The Tinks have added, what, 6 more? And the Garden Barber was 7, plus the 2, 4 out that we have, so that's like 15, I think.
Yeah,
Plus the 4 from the actual weapon was 9, or 4, so yeah, 19. So I don't think we had lethal, but that was a lot of
Yeah.
damage.
it wasn't a lot of damage, but I don't think it was enough. Attack face, attack face. Okay, so how much damage is this? That's a lot of damage.
10 plus 3 plus 3 is 16 plus 3 plus 3 is
Yeah, we're going for the face
24 by my count.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's lethal. I could just be miscalculating for the first time and probably not the last time on the stream.
Here we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Question from the chat is, what software are you using for the screen sharing? It's just a good old plain Google Hangouts.
It's free, and free means it's the best. Or that might not be the most logical thing, but free is good.
Brian Wong makes a good point. The Tink oil is random and could have hit our fairy dragon and not given us lethal.
No, it could have, but he would have had
I
to
think
done
we're
something
okay.
crazy to not die next turn.
Yep.
You asked for it. Watch your back.
Zombie chat turn 1, always nice.
Yeah, it's always really nice. Ugh, why do you show up in the opening hand?
Because the other 2 you got were so good that just need to be balanced out with the detriment of Sprint.
Well,
Whoops.
whoops. What are you whoopsing about? So I could either drop the 3-2, or I could just dagger up and kind of
I
set.
like Dagger, especially if he plays a 2-3 next turn. We can drop the Barber, hit with the Chow and our weapon, and deal with it that way.
Let's go with that.
It's time for a little blood.
What's he coining into? Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I want to get rid of these.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So this Razorfen gives us one more thing on the board, but it doesn't give us as much initiative. So we're just gonna go with this plan.
So
I like it.
here we go.
All right. So Chris, do you play a lot of Rogue in Arena? Oh, is he just going to face?
I was about to say, if he did that, instead of playing the Razor Fen, we played the Barber. It also lets us just hit that with our weapon if we want to take the damage. I don't know if you do it right now.
So here's the tough part. He obviously knows his deck better than us. He could just be doing something dumb, or he has like a super burn deck. I'm okay with just still using my face. I'm okay with 20 health and just going.
I'm okay with it now. I think if I was at 20 and looking at going down to 15, I might be a bit more hesitant.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He's still many turns away from
Yeah, absolutely.
even a blizzard, so I feel okay with doing this.
Hmm.
Okay, Yeti.
Right. Let's see here.
I'm good with Panther, Dagger, and everything to the face.
I like that as well. It's going to force him to ping our Senjin next turn anyway, in which case he's just losing more on the board. And again, he doesn't have. Wait, does he have coin?
He used it to play
He used
the
it already.
mirror.
Okay.
Yeah, the mirror stuff.
Then I like your play.
So the second play, I definitely want the Panther out. The second play is actually we could just empty Barber and just go for it completely. But I don't think we need to do that yet. We have a Sunwalker next turn as well. I think we're okay.
I
This
think so
is yeah. So these are definitely going to the face.
too.
And I'm okay with just weaponing up here.
I like the weapon up here. Gives us
Yeah.
a bit more flexibility for next turn.
Yeah,
Because we
it's
do want
not.
to drop that Sunwalker.
Yeah, exactly.
A Libstec7 asks, is that ADWCTA? No comment.
We just, you know what they say, we all look alike. That's just what it is.
Yep. I knew I was gonna walk into that coming on and showing my face here. Although I must say, as both of you say, you two don't look alike at all.
Mm-mm. Ooh,
Wow. That was
Pretty good.
spicy.
this is quite spicy. Okay. This changes the plans a little bit. All right. So we can't chase him down with the cards that we have in our hands. Or these are too slow right now. He made a good play. Uh, Also, the arcane missiles was really good. So I say we just trade Sunwalker and kind of just see where it takes us. We have a Sprint, we have a Drake. We're good to go.
Um, hmm. I kind of want to save the Panther for
I wonder.
hitting like a bigger health minion next turn. So my initial thought was Razorfen Auto Barber and use our face on the Yeti, but again, that's dropping us lower. I'm
Oh,
not
I
sure.
totally forgot
Oh,
about the Auto Barber. I'm okay using the face here, but well, see, okay, so the problem with the Panther is that
So
I either
many
want to go to the
options.
face or I want to do this. Like we're getting closer to the Flame Strike range. I just
yeah,
Whoops.
that's true.
we'll see. All right, I mean, I'm going to do this. I could be completely wrong. We'll
Yeah.
see how it works out.
It's not terrible if it gets polymorphed. It's going to use his whole turn basically as well.
Yeah. I'm okay with him pinging it too. That's absolutely fine.
That's fine. Yeah,
Oh, that's perfect. Okay,
sure.
great. All right, so we're gonna drop the Drake and Auto Barber.
Assuming some other thing doesn't come up with. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
And if he Flame Strikes, we honestly lose half a card.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Wow.
To
Do we empty fan here?
We do, because it doesn't matter, because we were gonna play the Razor Fen Auto Goblin Auto Barber anyways to establish a board.
That was my thought. Yeah.
So we
So
fan
draw
first,
first. Yep.
and then hope to draw something better.
I agree.
That's better.
That's better. Yep.
They all bend to my command.
He gave us the whoops.
That's fine. Sheng says this deck is so fun to watch. Well, it is very fun to play too. Just a lot of weapons, a lot of stuff. All right. I am
Okay.
okay with this. Eviscerates.
So that's 8, 10 damage. And yeah, I like sprint first, then barber and use our face to kill off the logger.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Saint Tao asks, are we getting classic packs as arena awards? I believe everything is GVG packs now.
I think it is GVG.
Wow. So much barbering.
So many barbers. This is good. Now that we have two eviscerates in our hands, we don't face anymore because at this point I'm feeling not too great about using my face.
Yep, I agree.
Also, we have this arcane nullifier, which is pretty handy dandy. So how do we kill off that thing?
Let's see here. I'm kind of okay burning an assassinate on it.
I am too.
He has 2 cards. I'm not too worried about it. I think he
Yeah.
would have had a better play with something bigger this turn if he had something bigger.
Yeah, I'm okay burning an assassinate and just getting like the ooze and just getting stuff out there and just overwhelming
Yeah.
him later on.
He did burn a flame strike earlier as well.
He did, and I don't. If he uses another flame strike, it is. I am absolutely okay with this.
Yeah, we have more than enough, and we're going to have a lot of burn coming up with the tank oils.
Here we go.
All right, so now is at the point where our weapons are just gonna go face because he can
I
end
agree.
in. Okay, well, let's see what that is.
So what do you want to test for first?
Okay, so we're definitely gonna go face here. He only
Yeah.
has those cards.
Hello.
Uh,
We need to drop stuff. However,
Nullifier Shredder?
this can't be targeted by spells, so I
Right.
actually want to drop this first.
If it's Mirror Entity, then
I
yes, we can
eviscerate
probably
it.
just clear it out later. Yeah, we don't have anything else to drop into anyways. Besides, I guess, the Barber.
Yeah. Not this.
Okay. I don't think we're playing any spells this turn, so we can't really test for counter spell.
No, I'm going to dagger and tinker and just go
Okay.
to the face.
Sure. Well, I guess we will see if it's counter spell.
Okay, so I'm swinging with this guy first.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So it's Ice Block or Spellbender or Duplicate.
Yeah,
At this point, it's kind of irrelevant, but
kind of is. We'll see.
yeah. All right.
That is fine.
Yeah. That's quite fine as well.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so we can afford to burn both eviscerates, basically.
Yep.
So let's play. We'll play this to keep us safe, and then I'm gonna go face eviscerate.
Yep. I was gonna say you might want to hit with. Well, we have Eviscerate.
No,
as
yeah, we
backup
have a
anyway,
eviscerate.
so we can.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. No, this is fine. I'm just gonna get rid of this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna dagger up. Cult Master is pretty useless here. I mean, it's just gonna die. So there's no need to get fancy with this.
I don't think so. He needs heal, basically.
He needs heal. I can't picture anything that could. Okay, that's definitely not gonna save him.
No. Because even with the Geomancer, Pyroblast would have did 11. It's not enough, I guess. Arcane Intellect. It's not 6 out of 8.5. I don't think he had it yet.
Basically,
Maybe
nothing
Deathwing?
save him. Deathwing doesn't save him. We eviscerate him next turn.
Oh wait, we had Eviscerate. Yeah, never mind.
That's why, yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I didn't mind like just hitting him to the face and eviscerating because I was thinking like worst case scenario is another. Yeah, I couldn't really do anything there.
Palace of Wisdom in chat's talking about endless maintenance. I don't actually. I haven't played EU in a very long time, so I'm not sure what the situation is there.
Oh, mirror match,
Watch.
fun stuff. Okay, we go first. I always found the Rogue's Cry extremely aggressive.
Agreed.
Oh, good, we got Fairy Dragon to prevent the backstab.
Yep.
The ultimate
Trog
tempo
also
card.
kind of works with backstab as well. I guess
Trog
he just takes
does.
more face damage.
Yeah, so it's not as good. Oh, we got the Auto Barber. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fairy Dragon next turn to prevent the backstab. Turn 3, we might consider just daggering again, which is awkward. This is why I want the coin when you have a
Yeah.
Goblin Auto Barber. Because
I was gonna say, with the coin, do you ever consider just coining dagger first turn with Barber in hand? Or is that
thought
kind of
about that.
telegraphing too much?
It's telegraphing, and number 2, with when GVG came out, it introduced more. It introduced more 2/3s, and it's just not good.
Yeah, I agree.
So I say we dagger Chow here, setting up for the Barber and Trog next turn.
Trog. I like it.
Okay. And then, okay, so we have our turn 4, turn 5, and turn 6 play. It's pretty strong, and we are definitely the aggressors now, so we should be thinking in that mindset, unless he pulls out something crazy.
I
Deadly poison prep blade flurry or coin blade flurry.
Oh, okay. That's
So,
pretty
yeah,
cute.
he's got his own barber. Yeah.
That's pretty cute.
And barber on barber action.
Ah, that hot barber action. How do we place this for betrayal?
Trail positioning.
Right, so we just have to make sure this guy's not in the middle. That's
Yeah.
it. That's
Mhm.
basically it. Okay.
Here we go.
Shafted in chat is asking about tempo / draw focused mech rogue. I haven't thought really anything about constructed. I'm quite happy just playing arena for the time being. I might dabble in later once I get more packs. What about you, Merps? Any constructed thoughts for you?
I suck at constructed. I'm very glad to answer questions about Arena. I suck at constructed, and it's a different game. Not one that I particularly enjoy, and I don't know why. It's like, chocolate or peanut butter. And a lot of people like both. I'm weird. I only like one. So, this seems like a good assassinate target.
I was about to say, we don't have a trigger for the eviscerate. And
Right. And next turn,
Yeah.
Sunwalker is so strong.
Yeah, he might assassinate himself, but that's okay. We have Drake to follow up.
Yeah, definitely. And plus, this allows us to just get damage in. Is there a reason to use the dagger?
I don't think so. I mean, are we really trying to push lethal right now?
No, it's. I think it's a judgment call. I don't. That 2 damage is actually significant. I think. It's. It's not necessary though. Like the difference between a 1 damage dagger and a 2 damage dagger is huge. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it helps with, see, on turn 5 he has a 4/6.
Right.
So we can, if we have a combo card for eviscerate, we can eviscerate and use our face on 6 damage, and then keep our guys on board.
Yeah. And this is fantastic. We are curving out so well. Turn 6 and then turn 7 we have a 5 damage eviscerate, and hopefully that'll just be lethal. Hopefully that'll just end the game.
Yep.
Oh, guys, I'm so.
I was asking about the record. I, being on the spectating end of Google Hangouts, can't see any of the kind of Twitch overlay stuff, so I'll leave that to you.
It has been updated. I am so sorry about that. Oh, he chose to kill that instead of the Chow. That might be a mistake. No, wait, he's going to backstab it, and what are you gonna do?
Choose soon.
Shiv, I would imagine. No, coin. SI?
SI. There we go.
Okay. So the Chow gave him back a bunch of health. That was another reason to hold the 2 dagger. The Chow was going to give him back 5 health, so we were
Right.
farther away
Definitely.
than we thought.
So the Drake is out the question here. It's just way too bad of a play.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's either the Sunwalker and do nothing, or the Shredder and the Eviscerate, which I kind of like.
I like Shredder Avis. What's his weapon damage there? Is it just 2 from the
It's
barber?
3.
Or is it poison? Oh, it's poison? Okay.
It's poison.
I'm okay if he uses the poison on the Shredder, because again, we have Death Rattle. We'll have something to stick on the board, and he still has to deal with that on his turn.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Let's do that. Yeah, see, yeah, so if we just Sunwalker,
If we just Sunwalker, we don't have a... Like, we have to overkill with Eviscerate, because our 2 damage from the weapon doesn't doesn't deal with it on the next turn, assuming, let's say, he assassinated the Sunwalker or something like
Mhm.
that,
Yeah.
because we would have had like I guess we would have draked and eviscerated for 5 on the 3/3, which maybe doesn't feel so good. All right, so let's hope this is something helpful for the.
Yeah, I'm fine with the 2/2.
Yeah, that's okay. Would have been nice if it was a 3, because then we could barber and use our face with the whatever we drew. But yeah,
Okay, so we could actually
many
just
options.
Drake Barber, and then this would 5 damage. That brings him to 8. That's kind of close. We could actually just go for it. The
I
Sunwalker,
like that,
yeah,
especially because if we do Sunwalker and again assassinate or sabotage, I guess even.
So many
Actually,
options.
no, the hyena's around. But yeah, I like Drake first.
yeah, let's Drake. Okay, we have that potentially next turn. We're going face.
Yeah, good betrayal placement.
Here we go.
Alright, so he can't really use his face on anything. It kind of eliminates his weapons.
Yep. Question from Shafted. What do you like playing a rogue as in Arena? It's his favorite hero for Constructed, not Miracle. He's wondering if we go for mid range and cheap removal, or do we kind of focus on a kind of more unique roguey kind of strategy? I'll let you take that question first.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the
Oh, you're looking at the play, yeah, no worries.
yeah, I was looking at the plays that were being made. What was the
That
question
is
again?
okay. Let's finish the play. The game looks like it's might be over soon, so we can
Maybe.
answer that. It's like, oh yeah, there's the betrayal. Okay. Hmm.
It's a decent use of it.
Yep.
Um,
So my screen video is frozen for you right now. I'm seeing the cloud of betrayal, but no actual betrayal yet.
huh. Okay, so have you caught up?
So
Can you see everything?
it's literally just frozen. I still hear you though.
Okay,
You
so
want to just board or just do whatever you think is the best for this? Figure
sure,
out.
I'll think
Yeah.
about it.
Okay, now I've caught up.
So many
Okay, great.
options.
So I think
Hmm.
we actually put him in a very tough position if we Sunwalker and then dagger up to kill the 2/1. If he's forced to use his face on this, he actually can't afford to do it.
Okay. If
So
we
many
let's see.
options.
Yeah, I like that better than using the weapon because again, we're getting face damage and otherwise he could just clear with his minions.
Let's choose suicide.
So, okay, so you agree with the weapon killing off the 2/1?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Have we used all our eviscerates?
I don't remember. We still have
Remember
Tinkers. Like
one?
one
Yeah,
Tinkers
yeah,
will end it.
absolutely.
Yeah. We still have a few Barbers as well, and
Okay. Yeah, we have 4 barbers, right? I think we
hmm
played maybe 2 this game.
yeah.
All right.
So, this ooze is nice, but we obviously don't really care about destroying his weapon.
Yeah,
Like
you're right.
he
He's
needs a
at
heal.
such a low light. Yeah.
That's
All
fine.
right. Uh-huh.
That is fine too. Is that the only thing you can drop? Because okay. Um, hit to the face, obviously, and
Yeah,
6, 9. I'm just gonna drop everything.
I
Here
like
we
it.
go.
Do you care what you are shattering in this situation?
Um, I should shatter the shield master to actually kill this thing off.
I agree.
Or maybe I don't want this thing killed off because he could summon a taunt. He could summon a Senjin himself.
That's a good point, actually.
So
That's actually really. I
I'm
didn't think about
actually
that. Yeah.
going to do the ooze so
Okay.
that it survives.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't want him being able to kill that
Yeah.
off at
I
all.
like it.
We must cleanse the sun well.
That wasn't the best placement.
I was about to say for betrayal, yeah.
Yeah,
but
no, that was bad.
let's see.
It's not good. I mean, it's fine. Like,
It's probably not relevant because if he's going to betrayal, he's probably going to ship in the. What was I going to say there? Like he would have cleared with, regardless. So
he's done. Okay, good game.
yeah,
Well
we're good.
played.
Well played.
Well played.
All right, so to go back to the question earlier, it was basically about how do you approach Rogue from an overall kind of play style in Arena. That was from Shafted. Shankster was talking about basically just you kind of have to take what you're given you.
Yeah.
I agree with that for the most part. It's hard kind of to generalize too much, but I will say that Rogue has a lot of flexibility with
For it. Watch
how to approach it,
your-
depending on what you're given with the cards.
Yeah, definitely. So Rogue is the easiest to play a tempo deck because it has the most tempo cards.
Yep.
Like just look at all of its class cards. Like Backstab, that's the perfect example. Deal 2 damage for 0 mana. It allows you to, without the coin, like just get ahead and just kind of get yourself on the board, potentially stay on the board. And with the Rogue, no, Shang is absolutely correct. Ugh, I'm not loving this hand. He's absolutely correct.
It's okay.
You take what you can get, and you never go into the draft.
Lovely. All right,
Whatever.
we hope for loot order.
Yeah, definitely.
Hello.
Well, hello there.
Wanna
The
blow
pleasure
something
is
up?
mine.
Why don't I have an auto barber?
Because it's coming right now. You have 4 of them, right?
Oh, definitely.
All right. I like tank here. Force him to ping.
Yeah, I want to force him to ping. That's good. Yeah, you definitely take what the draft gives you. That's kind of how you play all arena. In general, though, it is easier to ultimately grab a tempo style deck with Rogue, just because its class cards are most geared towards that. And I just like Rogue in arena right now. If oh, damn it. We just played.
Engine trade with the bomber? Or just go face?
Okay, so I think Senjin is definitely coming in. The Arcane Nullifier is out of the option. Panther is out of the option. Senjin's definitely in. If we trade, we force him to ping, and then next turn we can do shit. Yeah,
Let's see. Turn 4, I guess. So what will happen? Let's see. I guess he could fireball and/or poly the Senjin, which is fine, I guess, with us. And he still doesn't have good trades on board with the spider tank. So I think I would just go face here.
yeah, I'm agreeing with this. Even if he does something to the Senjin, he's just gonna do what I'm going to do anyways if I trade.
I guess one concern is flame cannon. Like, go ahead, do whatever you want. We're on board.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go face here.
Because flame cannon ping would have hurt, but
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
We're not in the best of spots. Let's see.
Although actually, flame cannon is on second thought kind of
to do?
risky because if he flame cannons the spider tank, he still can't deal with this engine.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I guess that wasn't a big concern. So yeah, I like face.
No, this is good. Yeah, even if you flame cannon and he has the ping too, it's tough for him. He can't easily remove. The spider tank is doing some work, definitely.
Hmm.
He is thinking, and honestly, for the amount of time that we take on turns, I cannot criticize anyone for taking their
Nope.
time.
Time runs out on me.
You guys
But
have
we're
fun.
two people. We should take half our time, right?
Okay, crossbow.
All right, that's okay. All right. Um, okay. Yeah. All right. So this shade is getting up there slowly. Let's see here. Where are these barbers? Let's see. Uh,
So many options.
I kind of like Shattered on the Senjin just so that the Shade next turn can't
Right,
go
but
unless you want to force him to ping it, which is perhaps okay as well.
no,
But then we have to deal with one health Shade.
I wonder.
yeah. So what do we do after that? We could go for the pure
That is
tempo
the
play
question.
and eviscerate this and go to the face.
He's shown no way to deal with this so far. So on his turn 5, he can drop what it will maybe like a 4/6. It's rogue. Go ahead.
So
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do
I like
this.
the tempo. Yep,
This
go
could
ahead.
be completely wrong,
I
but
agree, but
I'm gonna assume that it
I
is
didn't see
okay.
anything better to do. Yeah, like Barber there would have been awesome.
Barber there would have been fantastic. We've been relying on Barber a lot, and I think it's fair to rely on 4 cards that you have in your deck.
Yeah,
We have only drawn 8 cards, I guess, but I would have liked to have a Barber somewhere in there. It's so good early game.
I wonder.
mhm. All right. Let's see. So on turn 5, what could he do here?
Yeah, we're
Maybe
getting
like
to turn 6. If he just drops a guy like Sunwalker and going to the face is fantastic.
I like it. Yeah,
If he drops a huge guy, I don't know how, like Fen Creeper, then we could just assassinate and go to the
yeah. I just
face.
go face. Yeah.
And then might have been a mistake. I probably should have started using my weapon, but I think next turn because I don't think I'm gonna have enough to dagger next turn, but I can start
I
going.
Weaponing him down.
Time
Yeah.
runs out on me.
Yeah. Uh, okay, so is there a follow-up to this? Wow, okay.
Double bolt?
No, he would have.
Oh,
He didn't need to ping it for the double bolt.
Shuggas. Okay.
Okay, so Shade is going to grow to
To a
take out our Ascension for free next turn.
yes.
That said, okay, so we're going into what, Blizzard?
We're going into Blizzard. I don't care about Blizzard so much.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I think we just dropped Sunwalker.
I'm okay dropping Sunwalker and
I like the trade just because I don't want that thing to freeze us. Like he's never been able to deal with this engine. He's he can ping and hit the Sunwalker with Shade next turn.
yeah.
So we force the Snow Chugger to go into this engine and just go face with the 3/2.
Choose
Our hand is not that fast. It's not fast at all. We can't finish it
Okay.
off. This Snow Chugger is
Up to you.
dangerous.
forward.
Sure.
And with that being said, I'm no longer going to the face.
Okay.
Yeah, we have slowed down because of that, and that's fine. People just ruining our plans. God.
That's okay.
Why
That's
can't-
that's what Shade does. It just sits there for a good trade.
Why can't you just let us win? Just let us
That would be
win.
the trade, right? Lavion's in chat has an interesting question. He says, "I have to complete my 5 pages essay in 3 hours about soldier psychology. How can we focus our great stream on that essay?" Um, can
Well-
we think of ourselves as warriors in this sense?
We definitely can. Look, we are in close battle. This is like some real life Hunger Games shit. Okay, this
Egos are on the line here.
is egos are on the line. Gold is on the line. GVG packs are on the line. By the way, after this run, I'll be oh, that thing's kind of annoying.
Oh, we have fan.
Oh, now you come. Thanks. So
Mhm.
I can't kill this thing off, which is what. No, I
No, we
need
have
to.
fan.
Yeah, we need to fan. Right. I was like, we can't kill this thing off while I'm hovering over the fan of knives.
That's okay. Fan of
Okay.
Knives is always just draw a card. It doesn't deal damage.
I know. Okay. Let's do this.
Let's see what we draw. All right.
Not that useful.
So we go into Flame Strike turn. I'm okay with the Panther and Ooze.
Well, we can't drop both. We can only drop the panther.
Oh wait, oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, I mean it's. I'm fine with just dropping the panther too.
I like the higher attack right there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm fine with just dropping the panther.
Saint Tao is wondering if he's the only person that thinks Merps looks totally different. I don't know if that's referring to me as Merps or if he just says that you look different from yesterday.
I might. I like to think of myself as very dynamic, constantly changing, you know? But who knows? Who knows? Okay, great barber time. Ooh, okay. We don't have the double barber. That's overkill. Barber, trade. Okay,
I
so
like the Arcane Nullifier and Ooze,
yeah, I like that too.
So many.
So
especially because the Arcane Nullifier can't even be taken out by the Flame Strike.
Here we go. Well played.
Geoduck in chat says, "Look how happy Merps is when he doesn't have to deal with the usual troll." I apologize that I'm not living up to ADWCTA in that respect.
oh, we just have quite. Oh no, that is
Ow.
super value right there.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that. That's some
Okay.
good stuff.
interesting. The troll lives.
Well, Drake is pretty good.
Yep. Wow, there are all the barbers.
So I'm gonna
Alright.
barber to kill the. Wait, no, I don't have to use a barber to
Wait,
kill
are
that
you?
off.
No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going batshit crazy. I'm gonna use my
That's
face
okay.
and the ooze to kill this off. Dagger and barber.
Yep.
Here we go.
All right.
There's a question from Lucas. I think it was during the Fan of Knives turn. Why not
Yes.
hit face with the dagger there?
I don't exactly remember the
I
turn.
don't remember either, honestly, as well. Unfortunately. If you want to follow up with us in chat there, we might have been. Did we have one or two charges there? And if it was one charge, we might have been saving it for the next turn if we didn't have enough mana to do something with it. I'm not sure though. I don't recall exactly.
I thought we couldn't kill the thing off without the Fan of Knives. Was I wrong about that? I might have been,
What
or
to do?
No, I think the Fan of Knives was fine. I think it was hitting face after. Like we fanned and then we used this engine to trade into the Arcane Nullifier, and I would assume we had a dagger left over after we played our stuff, and he was asking why not hit the face with that.
oh, so
dagger.
good.
Yeah, really good.
Um,
Played.
I'm just gonna play.
Apparently we had two charges in the board score. Yeah, I
I'm
like
just
playing
gonna
it
play
now.
one.
Yeah,
But
I don't think we need to play 2, especially because he hasn't done Flame Strike yet. I don't know if we've given him board to do it either.
no, do we have a? If he flame strikes, we don't have enough to actually finish him off. I'm gonna hold back on this dagger.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah,
Our life is kind of getting low as well, unfortunately.
we
But
just need this stuff to
we
stay
need sprint.
alive one turn. Yeah, I know. We need that sprint.
Use the same one.
Um,
Shankster was saying that we had to use the same barber that we just got bounced. We couldn't use the other barber.
Well, yeah, I don't want to show the other barber. Duh.
I want
Yeah,
That's strategy, Shang. Come on.
absolutely. Good call.
Can't even think of another barber. This assassinate is gonna get no use. Watch as he just death wings right here,
No,
and it'll
not
get
me.
the best
Force
use.
attacks and Touchwing or whatever else, yeah. We're okay.
Oh,
Alright. Echo Medivh. Oh, wow. I had fun with that card in a very, very low curve aggro mage. That was incredible. Let's see here. Okay, so... Oh, that's interesting. I thought he would have pinged our
oh, that
Brewmaster.
is interesting.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I might as well just play this now. I'm not gonna get more value out of it.
Yeah, so are we trading the barber into the teacher and using our face?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I'll see what we draw first and go then. Tinkers. Interesting.
It doesn't matter really.
No.
Not yet, anyways.
For burn later, but no, right now it doesn't matter. Are we hitting one of the 1/1s with our Brewmaster?
No, we're gonna go to the face. If he kills
I like
this, yeah, we're gonna go to the face here. And we're not gonna barber. We need this to activate the next turn. So we're just done.
Do whatever you want. I can't see your screen's frozen again, so I'm gonna
Oh,
wait for it to
okay.
catch up.
Well,
Yeah.
we are done with this turn.
Okay. I've just caught up now. Okay. Oh. If at any time the rope is coming up and I'm talking and apparently I'm just lagging behind, just do whatever you want and ignore it, and we'll see what the results are later.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. From chat, we've got Dragonheart91. He's saying, I just found your tier list and follow you guys. Excited to see some tight arena play. You would probably see tighter arena play if ADWCTA was the one here and not me. But
You give yourself too much credit.
Pay attention, class. For Najata.
Oh, that's annoying.
yeah, I guess our Assassinate is going to do something.
Well, these auto barbers can do something
Well,
too, but
Yeah.
do we save the assassinate? It's like it's actually kind of valuable.
So, are you thinking of trading right now with the Brewmaster?
Can he? Okay, he
Into
has 7.
5-3,
No,
right?
so he has 7 damage, right? 7 damage. That gets me to 9. He wins with a pyro. Ah,
Right. How long? Do you know how long he's been holding that card for, or was it recent draw?
I don't know. So that's an issue here. If I do that, he plays a pyro. There's too much thinking. I'm going for it.
Sure. We
Ah,
have half chance of lethal. Chat saying we might have lethal. Barber, Tink. How much damage is that?
well, we would. Okay, so we would.
Wait. Barber has. If we Barber 1 and then we have. Okay, you wrote. Go ahead, Joe.
1, 2. We want 2 charges of the tank. All right, if you got the
Okay.
pyro, you got the pyro.
Chat was talking about lethal. I don't know. I didn't. We're getting blamed for Asians bad at math right now. That is true. I'm going to cop out and say the screen was lagging and I wasn't able to catch up for the math, but that is a cop out.
What to do? What to do?
I'm wondering how we had lethal. Because
I
the
am
RNG
too.
worked out.
Wait. Oh, he was saying, why did we refresh the weapon? Because if we're going for lethal, we don't need the second charge.
I refreshed the
We already
weapon
had-
to not go all in, but no,
Okay.
that's correct. I mean, I didn't need to do it. I did it. No, you guys are right. That was not as good of a move. No, I made a misplay here. Oh,
I'm
you don't
getting
have a fireball.
Uh-oh, wait, what?
Am
No,
I
no,
gonna
no,
get
no, no,
punished
no.
for this?
On your
Nope,
Oof,
not gonna
oof.
get punished for it.
Punish, okay.
So I'll explain to the chat.
It was a fireball. Double Wolf Rider is a fireball, but you didn't have another one.
Yeah, so it wasn't
Just crazy.
actual lethal, and I wanted to make sure
Yeah.
that I wasn't just gonna
I was-
like.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
completely
I would have
all
to
in
go
on
back.
the
I
50-50
honestly
chance.
didn't have enough time to calculate, but it seems like yes, some people are saying we had lethal, some people said we had 50%.
Right, it was 50%
Yeah.
lethal.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was thinking that we had. Let's see. So in my head, I was thinking that if we had missed it, that would have just been really bad. But I guess it would have been the same thing. I was just thinking if he had a heal and we missed it, and then he cleared, but that's too much. No, chat was right. That was I think that was definitely a worse move. Uh, I'll keep the tank. I want some early game,
I like the tank. Yeah.
but I'm keeping the tank here.
I've forgotten the deck list now. I can't see it on screen. I don't know if it's shown to the chat, but how many twos do we have, not including the barbers, the 4 barbers?
We still have quite a few. Oh man, so here's the Oh, wow.
Whoa.
I'm going to coin out the dagger.
I coined dagger here.
That doesn't look suspicious at all.
Nope. It does not look like 3 barbers. It looks like 1. Dragonheart was saying we could have alternatively assassinated into the oil, so that would clear 1 creature and not give him Pyroblast lethal.
That's true. So I mean, I just made a bad play, guys. I apologize. It happens quite a lot. Get used to it. It's gonna happen. Let's see. What can we do here?
So, do we want to clear that now because he can heal it?
Yeah, we definitely do. I
Yeah.
think I'm fine with just tanking and then
I like that.
killing it.
So
Yep.
many options. Here we go.
2 mana minions without the barbers. Oh, chat saying we have 3 2-mana minions with the barbers, so we have 7 2-mana minions. Okay, thanks.
Ah, thanks. Yeah, you guys can actually see the deck list on the side. I am like, I'm just here playing the game, making misplays. You know the deal.
I'm just here being a guest host, not correcting the real host on the misplays, being useless.
There we go.
right.
All right, so Panther Chow is pretty good.
Yeah,
He's going
Fine.
into Nova next turn, but that only kills off the Panther, and I'm fine with that.
that's true. There's something to be said. Well, no, that's just wastes too much mana. We can't really dagger and save it for next turn. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Chow. We can always dagger and barber next turn, anyways. if
Yeah,
we wanted.
definitely.
Couldn't you check your own stream to see the deck list?
I can. It's a small size. I have like a bazillion things on the list. Like I had no idea this was so hard. This is so difficult.
I'm with the lag that I've already been getting from the stream. I'm not gonna open up another, or the screen share. I should say I'm not gonna open up another stream. Yeah, yeah, that's good here. All right.
All right, so we're on the board. We're staying on the board.
Shankster says Panther Chow sounds like Merps alter ego.
Oh well, most definitely. Oh, that seems like a interesting way. Okay,
Was that-
so
Was that 2 for 2?
yeah, that was.
Alright.
So I'm okay with that. Yeti, and let's start setting up the
Yeah,
setting
I
up
want
the
a
dagger.
dagger.
This is good. I always like having something with 4 attack on the board against the priest.
Absolutely.
We have cards on him. We have the board. This is looking pretty good right now.
Yep. Do we have a sabotage in this deck? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, so
Drake Barber. And trade Yeti in a face. Do we have something with Tink? I'm not sure. Let's see here. Tink would give us 3, so that's 4. Can we combo the Tink this turn? We can Razor Fend Tink, use our face, trade the Chow, keep the Yeti at high health.
Yeah.
Actually, if the
I wonder.
yeah. Well, I guess.
Okay, I kind of don't even want it to go
I
on the Yeti.
I was just about to say that. I don't even really want the Yeti.
No, but that's fine. So we do this Razor Fen Tink to kill that, and then hope that it actually goes on one of these guys.
Choose
Right?
soon.
Yeah, I like that. Go ahead. Bro.
Here we go.
That's fine. I'd much rather him kill this with Shadow Word Death.
Well played.
Yeah, absolutely. Well played. Do we have any death targets in our deck? Because we topped out at like Sunwalker,
No,
right?
we don't have any
Yeah.
death targets. Okay,
Wow, all the spectrals.
I will take this trade here.
Huh.
Okay, so, oh, we have a very good Fan of Knives opportunity
I
here.
agree. Yep.
I don't even have to use my sword. Okay, that's good. Oh, that is good.
hmm
Am I afraid of using my face at 14 damage? He has no reach.
I'm not. He only has 3 cards. And yeah, he would need like what? Holy Fire,
He would need quite a
Holy
lot.
Fire.
I know, yeah. Okay, so next turn we have 9, 13. So we have it. We have it. Okay, good.
Well
8
played.
plus 5, 13, yeah.
Yep. 13 plus all these.
13 plus 4 is 17 from that, and you have weapon. Yeah, so just minions, eviscerate, and dagger is enough, I think. But if we want to go for some stylish flair, we can do that too.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know, but is record updated?
No, it is not, because I suck at doing
Okay.
this.
That's okay. Chat, you gotta hold us accountable on the record thing.
I don't like this anymore. Now I'm not like just the lovable sidekick. I'm the guy with responsibilities and the misplays, and you guys all hate me now. This is too hard.
Wait, so what I'm hearing is that you're turning into the new ADWCTA.
Yeah, and it's like, what's that quote? Either like die as the hero or you live long enough to
Dark
become
Knight.
the. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I wonder if Shokunin Merps replacement. I don't think I could replace Merps.
I'm very easily replaced. You just do some
Captain's
misplays.
right. Merps
and
is
then-
forever.
Um,
Merps has, however, replaced ADWCTA apparently.
so I want to fish for a 2-drop. I mean,
I
we don't.
agree. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're at 9-0. This is good. Oh yes, Zombie Chow. Thank you so much. Forever Zombie Chow. Saving our asses.
Surround of walls with the analogy. Merps is to ADWCTA as Shokunin is to Merps.
We're just all interchangeable parts. Like it's
I
like a
suppose so.
it's just a Hearthstone factory here. We're just pumping them out. Let's we have no play
Embrace
next
the
turn.
light.
This
No,
is
that is unfortunate. We were fishing for the 2, we got the Chow, but that
oh
was interesting.
boy.
Okay, let's. Well, um, I guess it's pretty straightforward here.
I'm hitting that thing
Fortunate.
with my face.
Yeah, I agree.
Here we go.
I'm gonna redagger and then I'm gonna cry. I don't believe that I proactively hit it. I think I just go to the face with here.
I agree. Um, I guess Shattered can come in, but whatever. Like it's not good for us either way.
No,
We
it's
can't
not.
really, we can't reduce the damage of Shattered here. So
Yeah. Oh.
brings out his own Chow. Okay. All right.
I'm okay with this.
Yep.
Senjin is gonna do some work next turn, hopefully.
Yep.
And then we got Smith and Drake. Okay, this is good.
And we just curve right well again.
Yeah, so he hasn't really punished us for daggering turn 2 and turn 3, which for a lot of decks might just be that's over. I mean, that's it. But yep.
Pay attention, class.
Okay. Let's see here.
What can we do? I just want the strongest minion out. I think
I
that's
agree.
Spiteful
Yeah.
Smith.
And we got, the ability for our dagger next turn as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and let's
get
kill
it
off.
down.
Let's kill off the Chow and
Yep, absolutely.
we are okay here. That's it.
Yeah, guys, save the dagger for next turn.
Yeah, we might be. We might need it. Sunwalker looks pretty strong too. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, do that, and then we can injure the Spiteful Smith to get a 3/1 dagger, and hopefully that would be enough to do something.
It should be enough to take out the teacher on the next turn.
Yeah. Well, if we have to make this trade, the Violent Teacher, or not trade, if we have to do that, then it depends on what he drops, which could be kind of
Yeah,
annoying.
that's true.
Oh, that's kind of annoying.
That is
Um,
Sunwalker, I guess. But then we can't really activate the Smith on that. So Sunwalker forces him to hit it with, I guess, his face to ping the shield. That'll be left at 2 health. How can we deal with that in the future?
we don't. If he wants to keep this thing alive, we can be faster than him, I think. I'm okay
I
with
agree.
losing cards and then just sprinting at the end. If
Well,
he
yeah,
doesn't kill this
absolutely.
thing off, I'm okay with it. So I'm gonna do Sunwalker, hit this to activate it actually, and then just swing to the face. And then let's force him to use his face to ping it to just do random stuff. And I'm okay. We have a Drake that gains us back a
Yeah.
card. Let's do
I
it.
like that. Yep.
Is my shadow.
Okay. I see people are talking about the legendaries that they've gotten. I have a Gazrilla, and that is about it, unfortunately.
I have 0. But I haven't opened many packs. I've gotten. Let's see. I got the 3 original ones, and I've played maybe 2 drafts since it was released. Officially, anyways, launched. So yeah, only 5 packs and 0 legendaries. Can't complain about that.
Yeah.
But back to the game. Let's see here.
Let's see. Okay, so this is a bit unfortunate. Arcane Nullifier makes sure that he 2-for-1s us, and I'm actually okay with him 2-for-1ing us. I don't really care that much.
I'm okay with that.
So we could just drop this and the Spider Tank, and then
What can we get with Drake, I guess, to deal with that? It would just be eviscerates, right? So we're not really looking to fish for anything else.
Yeah, we're not looking to fish for anything else, and we have a chance of us not being able to drop something else,
That is very true.
which
Yeah.
I do not like.
Yeah. I was not considering that, just devil's advocate.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And I want to go through all of the options, definitely.
Yeah. That's one thing that, for me, when I was watching and learning from you guys,
Mhm.
it was really helpful that you would just lay out literally every single play.
Yeah, we definitely try to do that. It just helps us think better as well.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can play anything you want. Ugh, that's kind of annoying.
That's a good thing.
Where's my auto barber? Be a good time for that. Not the best time for an auto barber. I'm draking here.
Yep. Hope for, I guess. Nope. Yep, just
Playing the
drop
ooze.
the use, I think. Yep.
So this is awkward. We have just a very, very awkward hand. We have these fours, we have this, we have the sprint. He's gonna
Super
swipe.
Yeah.
Um,
It's okay, we're
yeah,
9-0 right now. We should be kind of expecting this.
yeah, we should be running
Be
into good
expecting some
decks.
really premium bets.
Yeah, we thought we weren't gonna get punished for just daggering turn 2 and turn 3, but we're kind of getting punished right now for it.
It's coming back to fight us right now, yeah. Alright,
Oh, wish I had that Drake fan of knives right now.
yeah.
Okay.
I like fan first. Wait, well, if we fan dagger, that's 5, and then we have the brewmaster to go into the chow.
That's fine.
So
I'm assuming we're taking out the commander. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, definitely. That thing is dangerous. Let's fan.
Alright, well, doesn't change anything.
Hand is coming out. If he has like an iron bark, that's basically it for us. Well, all right, no, not exactly. We still have the tinkers and everything.
Yeah, the tankers.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with
We have the cult master trade brewmaster into top deck assassinate for the iron bark.
Yeah, there we go.
Where shall I strike?
Let's see here.
All
What
right,
else does
so
he have weapons?
here's the crappy thing about sprint. You can't use it if you're behind, so it's right now a pretty dead card.
Okay, auto barber. So we have 5 health from the chow, so that's good.
See, we need this.
Yeah,
And so basically, I
So-
don't even need to dagger right now, because I'm probably going to use my face to kill it off.
Yep.
However, I do want to get the Cult Master out there.
Yeah, I definitely want to get a card from there
Yes.
because the tinks are useless right now.
Another round?
or both.
Weapon barber oil in chat. That's weapon barber.
Okay, so I
Weapon
need to.
barber oil would continue. Go first. Yeah, I was just reading the chat. Might have been some things. Let's see here. I guess Panther.
Too soon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Panther and tap here.
I was about to say for Dragonheart in the chat, he was saying Weapon Barber Oil would have, and then Klingon Admiral follows up. Yeah, it's only 5 damage after. We had 5 with the Ancient Brewmaster, and we would have had 5 with the weapon,
And
so
here's the
we
thi-
wouldn't have had that 1 damage for the Druid of the Claw.
Right, and here's the thing with Cult Master. I was able to draw a card with the Cult Master that turn.
Yeah, that's
After
right.
that
Yeah,
turn,
we were really behind, and we
Nothing.
actually got to draw with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and with Cult Master, you need to kind of realize like when you should save it. Like, oh man, I have an opportunity to build a big board. I think we were unlucky. Like we were just really about to. Oh man, the value there is so sickening. Okay, wait. All right. We might be able to get on the board here. He chose to spend the turn not really doing anything.
All right, we have our 2 charges up, which is good.
Yes.
So we can have. Well, we're really low on health.
We're so low on health. He killed
The
us with.
Chow gives us 5 though.
That's true.
Okay. Well, there's Goblin Sapper to ruin our sprint. So sprint, Barber, take out the Chow, take out the Ogre Magi with our Panther.
Yeah. Otherwise, not strong enough. We don't need the weapon. We need stuff to play.
We need to not die, but
We need to not die too.
wait, sprint first.
Let's. Yeah. Okay.
Because we're not. I don't think Shattered makes a difference here.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. Oh, the assassinate is gonna be clutch.
Okay.
Oh wait, this thing gains. Okay, all right. So we need to kill this. I totally forgot that this thing.
Oh,
gains full
I
attack.
completely forgot about that. I thought about that and then I forgot about that.
No, I mean it's
Oh
fine.
boy.
I think it's fine.
We can kill it with the Jungle Panther instead then, I guess. But
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go. I can't do it.
Yeah, that wasn't
yeah, I
great.
completely forgot about that. But I mean, what else are we gonna do there? Like
Yeah.
if we don't sprint, we're playing Shattered or maybe Tink, but we can't really take the 4 damage from the Ogre. I guess we could have tinked into the no, because we still need to kill the Chow.
Yeah, we still need to kill the Chow. So it's
Yeah.
we especially need to kill the Chow to gain a little bit of life back. Okay, that's getting assassinated. What is going on with that? Oh man. How do we avoid death?
We draw Eviscerates.
Oh, we do draw
Yeah,
eviscerates. That's good.
So,
Assassinate, eviscerate, fairy dragon.
Assassinate, Eviscerate, that's 7. We have 3 more mana. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, this is
Yeah, Razor Fen is worse than Fairy Dragon here. Assassinate. Wait, hold on. Assassinate Tink? But, well. Tink, we can't use our face on that,
we
though.
can't use our face.
Okay, so yeah. Anyways, chat was talking about that. Anyways, proceed with the eviscerating. I think they were talking about the previous turn. We might have had something to do with instead.
That's yeah. I mean, 3 attack. We just need the 3 attack period, and
Yeah. Okay. ADWCTA is admonishing us for something. +3 damage to our minion.
Too soon. Here we go.
Okay. Okay, oh wow. We've been chastised by chat. Tink gives us plus damage on our creature as well in combo.
totally forgot about that.
Yep. Good job, chat.
This is what happens when you do not play this. All right, so goes here. And we lost because we needed the eviscerate here, so I just made a lethal mistake. And that is my
And
fault.
I forgot to correct you on that. We can still wait. Can we double think? Let's see. This is
We can't double tink. We don't have a card that allows us to double tink. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think we're dead.
Yeah, chat, do you see
Yeah.
any way for us to live? I do not. But then again, I didn't see the last move either.
Many options.
Then again, we completely forgot Tink as a combo.
This is what happens when you don't play with a card enough.
Yeah, I literally haven't been even seen this card in GVG from my perspective. But that's not an excuse. We're just dead, I think.
Yep,
Here we go.
good game. And our dream of 12-0 is done because of a mistake. I apologize, chat. You guys deserve better. I did not deliver.
I don't
Well,
know.
you
ADWCTA
live and
is
you
coming for surprisingly now. He's saying would have made a difference on the last turn. it's kind of blurring for me now which turn that we could have tanked that we missed the combo that would have helped us, but
Yeah.
um,
Right. Sorry. And ADWCTA says on the chat, it wouldn't have made a real difference because of we would have had no mana on the board anyway, so we would have died. That's true. I think the move was better in general. Like before, we knew he was going to drop the Iron Bark, so yeah.
all right, just pitch it all.
Yep.
I haven't made much commentary on the mulligans just because it's been coming and going. I guess a little later after I think you've already done them. Anywho, let's see here.
So this is interesting. We don't have to barber. We could actually like
I don't
stones.
like Barber here. I like, well, barring anything else, but Trog and then turn 3 maybe coin into before.
The Senjin or the Yeti. Yeah, I like that. I like
Yeah.
that a lot. Guys, stop
Okay,
stop
just
treating me like a piece of meat here. This is getting a little bit uncomfortable.
Drag no stupid.
Okay.
This is our turn.
And we could follow up as well. All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
guess
is
we coin into Senjin here.
Coin's Ascension does that. He uses his face, and then next turn we play the Yeti.
There's a 2-1 left on the board, or a 2-2, I should say.
Right. He has a 2/2. So what happens if we coin into, or if we weapon and do this? He kills it. He's left with a 2/1,
He still has a 2-1,
and then we have a weapon out. I kind of like that. It gives us a little bit of a push over him.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Okay. Or we could just Yeti. But
The
it's not really-
Yeti makes no difference from the Senjin here, I don't
doesn't,
think.
no.
It's just 1 more damage to his face.
No, let's I want to open up.
Yeah, I like the weapon and the barber.
Here we go.
So that was I think that was an interesting choice there.
I agree. So this wait, did he? Oh, we could. Yeah. Okay. So I guess one benefit of this is he has a 2-1 instead of a 2-2 on the board.
Yeah.
Small
Here
benefit.
we go.
So I'm killing this. I'm just gonna Yeti. Let's see what he gets from that thing.
Sure. Senjin's also a consideration here. We don't need the extra 1 attack right now from on the Shredder.
We
But
don't need the one attack. I'm thinking we
but if he
might need
doesn't
the
trade, then
taunt
something
later.
else.
Yeah, I'm thinking we
Yeah,
might need
I
the taunt
agree with the
later
taunt
on.
later as
Here
well.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
go.
So Dragonheart was saying last turn that he thinks Senjin would have better lets him keep his deadly weapon. I don't think it does. I might be wrong. He had the Defias 2 out there, so that's 4 damage, and get 3 damage with the weapon. The Senjin was 5 health. He would have had to use the 2-1 and the his fates, I would presume, to clear the 5 health. I believe, although I could just be miscalculating.
Okay.
Let's see
so-
here. So just the dagger out. So Senjin here, he doesn't have a way to buff the ghoul right to 5 without trading his hyena. Arcane Nullifier doesn't kill the ghoul.
No, it doesn't.
Can we do any reversing switch shenanigans here?
Not really. We don't really want to reverse this guy. Just making him hard to kill is
Yeah.
that's bad.
So if we Dagger Barber, we can kill the hyena. That thing becomes a 5. That doesn't seem so
I think one
good.
consideration could be Spider Tank Barber. We have too many cards. We just need to toss them. I don't care that we're missing the one attack from our
Go ahead,
weapon
bro.
here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Yeah. Now that the play is done and you avoided the rope, yeah, I like this better than just Senjin just because you have something guaranteed. Well, not guaranteed, but you have right now at least some way to deal with the 3 health ghoul.
Yeah, that ghoul is pretty dangerous. If I just play one minion, I think we could just lose right there.
Yeah, we could just lose to like Eviscerate Dagger, and then he just goes to his
What
life.
is he doing? That is pretty good.
Yep. This play.
All right, let's see what we can do here. We need to stop that thing. Eviscerate
That is
is
a way to stop that thing.
good. Senjin Eviscerate seems to be a good way. Oh no, sorry.
I like Arcane Nullifier.
Yes.
Just so he can't, clear it.
He can't target this. Perfect. We can try to stabilize next turn.
Yep. I
That's
like it.
good. We're still not in
That's
great
fair.
shape. But
No, not at all.
he gets to
But
set up.
do we have cards on him? Well, we have Sprint later, but
We have sprint later, so we don't even have cards on him right now. He's just been because I've just been tossing him things, trying.
yeah, we've just been not dying to a ghoul basically. Okay. We don't have 8, so we can't do that.
Okay, we can't sprint.
I think we need to protect our face with Senjin. And what else can we do?
We can't do anything actually. We can just
we can't.
Senjin.
Even if we're reversing switch, he still has 5 damage on the board to kill the Senjin. I guess we just dagger and hit him in the face.
Yeah, I think so.
Dragonheart saying we should probably update the record.
Oh yes. It is a sad 9-1 right now. And we are not looking too great here, so let's see how this turns out.
We wanted one more mana just to maybe toss out the Cult Master to hopefully get a card.
Oh,
Blood
that
as
is
well.
the death blow.
Yeah, we don't have any. We have Sunwalker, but I was gonna say
3,
more
6,
slots than
8.
that.
Okay, so
3, 6, 8 plus his Assassin's Blade, which is 11. So we eviscerate something.
we eviscerate the 3/3. Well,
Yep.
okay, so we toss out the panda, eviscerate the 3/3, and then we reversing switch to
Swap
2/3
to reduce damage.
to
yeah.
actually reduce
I like
the
it.
damage. Yeah.
Mhm.
The consideration was actually swapping at last turn because there was always the chance that he could remove it and we could save 1 health. I mean, so that was something that
Interesting point. Yep.
yeah we could have considered, but okay.
I'll put it on your tab.
Here we go.
Okay, so he has 3, 5, 7. He just needs anything. Anything that buffs and we're dead.
Yeah.
I like the chat. Obviously, we should have used our reversing switch in our Senjin, so when he alchemist it would switch back. Yes, chat. That's how you anticipate the plays.
Mhm. What do we think of Implosion in Constructed? Again, we're not really Constructed players. I haven't even been able to draft it in Arena yet, so I have no opinion on it. I can't say anything with any sort of credibility towards that card.
Yep.
Implosion, yes. Implosion. Okay.
Implosion. We're gonna sprint just to see what we draw.
We're gonna draw 14 damage.
We are drawing so well here.
Here
All right.
we go.
All right, guys, that was disappointing.
All right, ADWCTA is telling us to wait for the conspiracy theory queue
Oh,
to not queue up right away.
okay. Well, I have updated the record. We are going to wait a
Dragon
little
Merps,
bit.
right? We could have used Cult Master to draw one more card.
We could have. I
Yeah.
mean,
We could have.
like if you look at the deck on the side, there's nothing we could have actually drawn to save us. So I just want to see what cards
Yeah.
we're gonna draw.
Update the record before we forget. All right.
Update
we
the
hope-
record. I'm taking a drink from my Tigger cup.
All right. I'm gonna go to the washroom since we're waiting for the
Sounds
conspiracy
good.
theory pause.
Chat, you may ask me any questions, admonish me for my plays. Just good stuff.
Boo,
Oh, you're here. You're
Merps.
here. Oh, okay.
Boo. I'm just kidding. I'm not sure we could have done that last game.
No, I mean that last game was. I think there might have been something I could have done the first loss. Maybe.
Maybe, who knows?
Maybe. It's one of the reasons I like playing this deck. Goblin Auto Barber forces you to make decisions. Tinker's Sharp Sword Oil forces you to make decisions, and Tinker's really forces you to make like some weird gambles and everything. I like it.
I mean, I would play it like a lot more aggressively, tinker-wise, like to the face.
Yeah.
Because you have that 3 damage onto a minion. That's like a better Dark Iron. And you can't like actually use it all to kill things anyway. I see a lot of like tinkers getting like stuck in your hand, especially because you have 2 of them in this deck.
Yeah, definitely. No, I think we definitely should play a little bit faster.
Yeah.
I think that's right. Yeah, it's just I think I always want to extract value from Tink. It's just like that last turn. At the end, I was finally okay with like, you know what, like Goblin Auto Barber, it's just a 3/2. Like, let's face it, it's just a 3/2. I'm
Yeah.
missing 1 attack. It's what? It's half a deadly poison. That's like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Tinker's
and just even tinking, as long as you have something on the board and you can combo it and getting like 3 extra face damage in, or just making that minion more threatening on the board, that's fine.
yeah. What do you do during the day? Pretty off topic, I guess. I am.
What do you do during the day, Merps?
Well, I'm napping right now. But that's because I'm in my last year of a graduate program. I'm going to not tell everything about my life, but the reason ADWCTA and I do not stream more often is because we have jobs. I'm gonna say it with disgust. Hey, so Chris, you back? He is not back. I see.
You really don't watch the stream.
Well, no, his
Now you know how hard it is to like do all this stuff, right?
well, his stream is frozen, it seems. So, yeah. By the way, so who is actually joining with me for the second run? Curious.
I don't know.
Are you?
Are
you
there
coming
any
back?
infinite players in the chat who wants to join? Or if not, I can always join.
Wait, come back. I need you to. I need to experience what it is like for me to ignore you.
For you to
Yes.
go,
I will
okay,
kindly
fine.
decide to experience that as well.
Well, after this run, I still need to finish a lot of Hearth Arena stuff.
Oh, boo.
You guys should
Yeah, here's
continue
that
this
frozen.
run.
You are terrible. All right, we're continuing
I
this.
am out.
Okay.
Is my face frozen apparently? Or
Yes, I think it. Well, chat. Chat can kind of.
you
decide
guys
on
tell
this.
me.
Yeah, I think you are frozen. I believe you are.
Alrighty. Let's see here.
Jaina!
Let's try to fix that.
You asked for it. Watch
We got a chow.
back.
We do.
Okay. So I see the chat is commenting on like which classes are stronger, which classes are weaker. I do like the paladin a lot. I mean, I personally had a lot of success with the paladin. So I like it. I don't know how exactly it got stronger. But I'm a big fan of the shielded mini bot or the shielded whatever. Okay.
Am I back? Chat.
Yes, it seems like you are. Okay, so you dropped the chugger. which is highly annoying.
Mhm.
But
I think we just clear it now.
I think we just clear it now. I'm fine with that. We don't have a turn 3 play. That's really
Yep.
good. So,
Here we go.
I'm frozen.
That is true. We are.
It's alright. We can still drop the Barber and just save the dinky little 2/2 weapon for another time.
Yeah. He could also, I
Oh.
was going to say, hopefully just ping our guy and maybe we can draw 3.
Okay, we
Not
still
quite.
drop the Barber.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, good. He wasted a...
One shot.
What? Okay, I'm okay with this.
Hmm. So this is a nice problem to have. Shredder or Yeti?
It is a great problem to have. So let's think of the mage cards, especially the ones that he can play on turn 4. So Fireball kills this thing off. But if he kills this
Yep.
this thing off with the Fireball, I'm okay. Frostbolt kills this off. He's not able to kill off anything else with it. He could silence it. I'm fine with him silencing it because the Spellbreaker will just trade evenly with this thing anyways.
Yep, I like it.
I'm inclined to go with the Shredder here. Chat, do you...
Yep.
Oh, wait, chat is like 15 seconds behind. I keep on forgetting about this.
So many.
Yeah, I like this. It also gives us the Cult Master. I mean, I can't see a universe in which we play the Cult Master next turn, but it helps us keep
Yep.
the board.
Here we go.
Absolutely. Dragonheart saying he likes Yeti here. He'd rather have Yeti polymorph than Shredder.
No,
It
that's...
also, like, it gets fireballed, then, like, Shredder can't get fireballed because we still get, well, it can, but we still have something after
There
that.
we go. Flame
It's-
Cannon.
yeah, okay.
We actually dodged what we wanted to dodge.
Yeah. So Rattle Balls says we could have technically gotten a 1 HP minion off of the Shredder, which is true.
We could have.
Yeah.
I'll take that chance.
I'm fine with that today. Continue. Yep, good, Smith.
Yeah, definitely. So next turn we can do some pretty sick things. Of this Eviscerate. Oh, okay.
Trade the
That is
fireball.
fine. So we're gonna do Yeti and Yeti and Dagger.
Yeah, save the Abyss for Drake next turn.
Yeah.
Or I should say, save the Drake for Abyss next turn.
Yeah.
Other way around. Alright. Yeti does not survive Flame Cannon. True.
For the Lich King!
Ugh.
Alright. That is the one we did not want to see. Let's
Okay.
see here.
Well, this does get some value here.
It gets us a card, yep. Alternatively, if we trade, do we ever want to trade the Yeti into the Chow here?
I mean,
And then what would our follow-up be to that? Also, we're going to Flame Strike turn next turn, so that is a consideration.
we're going to Flame Strike. I'm thinking, is there any merit to just bouncing back this guy after we do it?
I
Bouncing back which guy? The Yeti?
Bounce back the Yeti and then eviscerating this guy to clear the board. And then giving us the card back. I kind of like that.
I like that.
Yeah,
choose soon.
I'm okay with this.
I'm very okay with this. He could obviously drop something. Good, continue. He could obviously drop something to easily counter the Brewmaster, but I'm fine. We got our Yeti back.
Yeah.
It also gives us Senjin Yeti next turn.
Yep, definitely. Oh.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Cleanse the sun well.
Oh, okay.
I guess we're using our face on that.
I guess we are. Oh.
Or are we?
No, that doesn't change. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think that changes. So
Okay, so
call for a card and then
we could
but then it
call-
just dies to the I guess you want to protect it with the Senjin?
Yeah, I'm okay protecting it with the Senjin afterwards. That seems like a pretty good plan here.
Okay. He doesn't have 9 for Flame Strike and Ping as well, so
Yeah,
I think that's
exactly.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah.
Another round.
Here we go.
What is a spare part? Oh, return a friendly minion to your hand.
I want 1 mana back. I want 1 mana to return the Cult Master now, but it's not happening, unfortunately.
No, that's not happening.
That's okay.
Oh, this is fine.
Yeah, okay, sure. One for
Okay,
one,
now we get
deal
to set up
for
with Drake
X.
and Yeti.
I like.
Yeah, let's just Drake and Yeti.
Yep.
He can Flame Strike and Ping, but he's actually only getting 1 card from this. So we just force him to have the Flame Strike.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. We can also follow up with Sunwalker after that.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Let's see what we get.
So he's used 1 Fireball. I haven't seen any Polys, if I'm correct.
Yeah, so we're going up against the 9-2 mage. He should, he had did he have 1 fireball? I don't remember.
Oh, Shattered's nice here.
Shattered is really nice here.
We have Life to Give as well.
Oh,
Oh, that's even nicer.
yes. So Fan of Knives, Shattered.
Yeah, just
On this guy.
I guess we have to be careful about Flame Strike later, but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think we have.
Let's.
Yeah, just do this first. Yeah.
Option.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's save this. We don't need this. We can actually get back the Drake into our hand afterwards.
We could.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It helps our
The
Eviscerate.
sun well.
Yeah.
And we can play the Razorfen Hunter afterwards.
Uh-huh.
Don't mess.
Okay. Lovely. Chat was asking, Moist is asking, where is ADWCTA? He is working on Hearth Arena right now.
Yeah.
He may be joining us later, and I will take my exit, and he will take backseat to Merps, which will be a new experience, apparently.
Ah, Goblin Sapper. Okay.
Alright. Armor plating. Well, that's where the Drake Eviscerate comes into play.
Yes.
Let's see here. How much damage do we have right now? 6, 9, 10, 14. Alright. So still got to be a bit wary of Flame Strike, but we're up a lot of cards here.
I'm gonna use the Eviscerate.
I like it.
Use this. Just go to the face. If he Flame Strikes, we have everything.
Yeah, we still have lots of cards on it. Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. So face, and then the 3/2. I'm
Three,
gonna
two,
keep.
and use our face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I like that better. Also, this
Forward.
plays. Do we play around the Well, all right. So we definitely
Mind
play
control
around.
tech.
Yeah, we do. I think we
Yeah.
do.
Let him on MC deck. Yeah.
Play around MC Tech. If he Flame Strikes, he just clears this stuff, in which we've already gotten value out of, and next turn we Sunwalker Ooze. That's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, we're good. It's fine. Was that top deck or is that the one he was holding?
Oh, stealth. That's really nice. So
Yeah.
I'm actually going to Sunwalker Stealth Panther.
Panther?
I don't want him
Yep.
pinging this thing.
Yeah, I don't want that getting polymorphed or something right off the top. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I want to trade in the shield for something that he has. Oh, we have Assassinate anyways, but... Yeah, let's get that.
Do I attack his face? I attack his face.
Yeah, attack his face. We're gonna have the mana next turn.
One of my buddies, Matt, is watching me, I guess. No. I think Matt, you're also in the chat, so you get a prime view here.
My shield for Argus.
All right. So no secret to follow up. If we assassinate, we have 8, 9, 10 damage with the barber, so we don't have lethal.
We don't have lethal. Let's just.
Get the shield value now, or do you want the damage on his face right now?
I wonder.
Okay, like what are the big things that can come that would actually hurt us here?
Yeah. Okay.
Like
So
he's used this flame check. We can just play out a bunch of dudes after, anyways. If we burn the assassinate. So I don't know. I don't think there are too many bad situations in this right now. So
There's not too
I
many
like
bad.
using assassinate right now.
I actually want to hold off. We're choking him to
Okay.
death.
That's fine.
If he does something crazy like Death Wings or something,
Sure, I can
I
see
actually
that.
want to prevent
Why not?
that.
Let's play around definitely. Yeah, get the shield value, sure.
Just
Yeah,
shout.
because we don't have
Yes.
reach with the Blitz raids right now either, so that's true.
I'm going to play the Fairy Dragon.
In the middle for Cone of Cold.
Oh, right. Ugh, I'm the worst.
Oh, well, that's okay.
This is okay. I'm okay with this.
That's alright. Oh, he's targeting now. He's deciding between the two, which is kind of odd. I guess it's Frostbolt.
Oh, he's deciding which one to
it's-
freeze. I
Yeah.
get it.
Okay.
I see. I see.
Ready, sir.
Alright. Well, let's see. 7 plus 2 from Barber is 9, so we're one short. We cannot ping our Smith.
But we go
Alright,
for it.
well,
I mean,
yeah,
we
that's fine.
go for it.
yeah, absolutely.
They all bend to my command.
Justice shall prevail.
Here we go.
We're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no reason.
There's no out here. don't-
I don't know what he can play here to win.
Yeah, you would need. No, I don't. He needs to like freeze our board and us, or
MC Tech
yo,
doesn't work. We held back the assassinate.
yeah.
Oh, let's see if it kills him. Ah.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's game.
Alright.
Okay, update record time. See, I remember this stuff. I remember.
That's true.
I'm getting more used to
Let's
this.
see, what does the chat have to say about this one?
I like the new ADWCTA definition. Asian dude wins consistently in the arena. It kind of describes him. It kind of does.
I like that. That is quite the use of the initials there.
Yeah. All right. Oh, another mage. Oh, it's a Korean mage. Ooh, fancy.
You asked for it.
Am I frozen again?
You're back.
Chat, let me know.
Yes, you are.
Alright. Camera
So we
off,
do this.
camera on. Oh, I like this whole hand.
I want to keep everything. This is good.
Yep.
This is good. I like this.
hmm
I love Chow. Being able to play 2-3 on turn 1 is so good. Ooh. What can you do?
Turn to pink.
He's hovering over the ping. He's not doing anything yet.
I like that. It might
Yeah.
be that he has something he doesn't want to give up on turn 2, like a knife juggler or something. But,
Probably. It might be a premium too.
or just, yeah.
If he's thinking about it for that long, it could be a premium too, so...
Or it might be a 2-2
I
that he doesn't want to just donate.
yeah, it could be a Cabal.
Yeah.
That hand is spicy. Yes, I I do agree with that assessment. Okay, so
Trog.
yeah, I'm fine with the Trog. It gives us flexibility next turn to either drop the Spider Tank or the Senjin or the
Or
Dagger
Barber and Weapon,
Yeah. You're right, this hand is spicy. Very spicy hand.
Elsad's come up with another one. It's all day we crush the arena as well. Sure.
Yeah, I saw that on Reddit. Yeah, everyone's guessing. You know what? Okay.